Well, I took the liberty of starting this project. I had some plans laying around somewhere, but I think they're gone now. That's okay. I just started the basic framework for it. So, essentially, this is the lower base portion of it. It is what the seat will mount to, as well as the uprights on the side that will accommodate the steering wheel and the shifter and so on. So this will be approximately in this area. Obviously it's not made out of cardboard, it will be made out of MDF, but this is essentially the sizing of it. So I'm going to go ahead and take this template that I've made, trace it out on my MDF, which is laying up here, 3/4 inch MDF, and I can get my side panels cut out. Once I get my side panels cut out, I'll be able to finish the top, which is covered in 3/4 inch plywood. The sides are covered in 3/4 inch plywood, and then the whole base gets wrapped in carpet, which will be relatively durable. The uprights, which is all MDF, will get painted. I've just got some flat black Tremclad paint to go on that, and it should be good to go. So I'm just going to progress forward and get that MDF chopped up and see if we can make ourselves a couple of shapes. I'm sitting in it now. I cut my floor piece out, and I'm just test fitting it approximately. The seat's just about all the way back now, so someone who's, particularly tall could definitely play this game. If I bring the seat forward, quite a range of adjustment there, which is nice. And I think this is where the seat's going to stay. I was trying to sort out what I was going to do with the pedals. I think I'd like to have some kind of an incline for them, but I might have to sort that out after the fact. That might just be a trial and error sort of thing. Well, this is the steering wheel plate. It's just mocked up for now. He's just so happened to be holding it into the correct angle that I want there. Now, I'm going for full adjustability with this, so I added an extra feature here. This whole wheel is going to be adjustable. The tilt for now is going to be stationary. That could change, we'll see, but as it sits, you'll be able to pull this wheel closer to you or push it further from you depending on how you like to play. Actually, this is going to be as far away as it'll go when the base meets flush with the bottom section, but the top is going to be what'll be adjustable. Okay, I made some progress here on the shifter. It's just clamped in place, so I've got to play nice with it right now. But I think it's going to be a few inches forward, but of course because of the way it's clamped right now, I'm not going to move it up. But I just wanted to see, just as far as the height's concerned, and truthfully I think it's a little bit high. But I guess we'll see. It'll definitely stiffen up. Right now everything is kind of wonky, but I'm trying to see something here. Oh yeah. This is nice. Yeah, shifter's too close right now. It's got to go up more. My arm hits the seat, it doesn't go anywhere. But there's what I worked out for it so far. I'll use a hole saw back here to get the connector through the wood, and then I can hide it nicely and route it behind everything. Well, I made some more progress this evening. May not look like much, but I managed to cut out and design the top flat wooden plate that's going to house the keyboard, the mouse, the controllers, whatever you got sitting up there. And when the wheel clamps underneath to this board below it, you push the wheel in, you get a nice space between it. So I'll probably carpet this top piece and paint the rest of it. I started working on a pedal mount. Basically, what it looks like, the whole pedal plate sits inside here. It angles your pedals a little bit more. Got a notch for the cord there. What I still have to do is cut out these cubes of wood and get my cross pieces in there, and that'll give me a spot to anchor it to the floor. The reason I want to do it that way is I can kind of set it up, and then if you lift the pedals out, there'd be 4 screws. Excuse me, there'd be 4 screws holding this thing to the base, so you could potentially take those 4 screws out and move it if you needed to relocate it for somebody who's got shorter or longer legs. But I think with the adjustability that everything else has, I won't really have to move those pedals too much. But yeah, that was another night, so it was a lot of engineering this evening, but we're definitely getting somewhere. I'm really excited to get this thing rocking and go for a spin. Okay, so this is so far what I've got mocked up. I'm about to put the seat in place and find out if that's roughly where I want to have the shifter mounted. So this isn't permanent, but it's, for now, it's pretty strong just to get a good feel of it. Let's bring that seat in here. That's right about where the seat will end up. Okay. Pedals are far too close where they're at. I can push back actually. Almost there is not bad. Let's open this up. Ah, it's my clamp. Hang on. A little bit better. So I'll just show you guys something I added here. Couple of extra pieces of plywood underneath. Not only is it stiffening this joint, which I'm not really worried about, it's giving me some extra meat to screw the pedal mount to. So once that's screwed in through those pieces of MDF that go across, that's definitely going to give it some extra hold on the back side. I mean, you could always go under there and put a nut and a bolt and really give her hell, but I think a couple of wood screws would be more than enough. And like I said, now you've got 2 layers of 3/4 inch plywood, so you've got 1.5 inches of material there, and that should not move at all. So I'm gonna get the floor swept up a little bit better here one last time, lay my carpet out, get my contact cement, and start wrapping this thing. Yeah, that's strong fumes. Yeah, where's the space in the trims? Because then the extras up. Yes, maybe design the stairs. Turn it off from. Wait, there's nothing here. Well, there was some kind of carpet massacre here, as you guys can probably tell. Obviously there's lots of cut off extra pieces, but let's start here with the seat. So now, the 2x4s on the bottom of my seat are wrapped with the carpet, and they're all dry. They look nice and clean. These sides are gonna be the MDF. That's gonna get painted black. This whole rig has to get painted black along with the seat sides. This here with the weights sitting on it just so happens to be the top shelf, I don't know, your shelf for the keyboard and mouse and whatever. Here's a little trick. If you're trying to wrap something with an intricate shape like that, if you save your cutout piece, it's a great pressure fit to give you a nice shape. Look at that. That's awesome. It's exactly what it should look like. Then, when this guy comes over here and gets screwed down on the top, a very nice finished piece. And then that wheel tucks right inside. It's going to look great. Plus, this is more of a durable finish. You could put a drink up here. This is indoor-outdoor carpeting on there. So if you were to spill something, or make this wet at least, this particular piece, you'd probably be okay. The rest of the MDF, it'll probably triple in size if you spill anything on it. That's normal. Pedal mounts. Started running out of glue towards the end, so if I have to re-tack some stuff on there, I will. But this is probably where it's going to be. I only covered the areas you need to. You don't need to see everything else. You're not going to see everything else when the pedals are in here. It pretty well hides this whole floor. So this gives you a couple of spots to screw through. Well, I'm ringing. It covered really well. It's smooth. And the corners wrapped nicely. The face wrapped nice. So that gets screwed down. Cord fits through that slit I made in the carpet. Once you find the spot you want to park this thing, pressure fit. Cord gets tugged down in and it looks flawless. And then, if you get a little violent with these babies, they do not move anywhere. Man, it's so nice to have a seat that doesn't roll. That's the tactical transducer. Mounted now to the box. That'll be under the seat. I'm going to put the seat on and make sure we get clearance. Just finished the second coat of paint. It's come out much smoother, less blotchy. The first coat didn't seem like I could put enough paint on. It just kept soaking it up. So the second coat's definitely looking a lot nicer. This side I did first. It's kind of more dry. I'm almost at the finish I want. You can still see a little bit of blotchiness, so I may have to do a third coat on top of this yet. But once it's all finished, I hope it ends up looking like this, because this is pretty smooth. Like it looks clean. I guess we'll see. So look at that. Fit it together. So the whole front end flawlessly fit onto the base. I screwed it on. I screwed my top down. Now I'm just working on the TV mount, which is a piece of Unistrut. One piece cut in half. It's actually about 50 inches long each piece, each rail. And they're going to go up from the back, standing upright. One on each half of the TV. And then they get screwed into the TV. And that gives you a place to run all your cables through. I also have the plastic cover for the Unistrut. So once you put your cables in there, you can snap that cover on. It makes everything look clean and finished. So I'm going to go ahead and clean these edges up so they're smooth, because right now they're pretty jagged. Make them nice and smooth. Mark out my holes, drill everything, and then install this TV. Well, I'm working on some speaker stands now. I got the surround sound here. The speakers are nothing special. They're old, used ones. The surround sound is old and used. Didn't cost me a penny, so I can't complain at all. Like I said, the speaker stands, it's 1/2 inch EMT. I just grabbed a bender from work, from my van, and I'm working on making the speaker stands for these things. This is the rear speaker, so they'll be coming up off the bottom corner and up next to your head on both sides. The front speakers, I still got to work on that.